That's really funny. That's really funny that it just decided to turn off every single preset I had. Oh, sorry. That should sound much better. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. It literally turned off every frickin' single audio source. It's set to default. Wow, I apologize, chat. Okay, well, we're back. Christ almighty, dude. This one, I'm not even sure why it's where it's supposed to be set to. Why is that not? I have one mix that is set to absolutely nothing. What is going on here? Yeah, my mixer glitched out really hard a couple days. I completely forgot about that, and ever since then, it's been a little fricky. Okay, we're gonna have to make a new broadcast mix source. That's really annoying. Okay, that's an audio output. Broadcast mix. And that should be... It's not gonna be the true thing, but I'll just set a system. Mixer disconnects. I mean, yeah, I guess. Alright, unfortunately we have to delete this. I don't know what the heck is going on there. There we go. There's some sound for the game. I'm sorry, Chad. Yeah, I did not even think to check that. No, this was like an otherworldly glitch. Like you ever put your phone, you ever put your car in sleep? You ever put your PC in sleep and then it'll like, oh, right, I decided I was gonna restart because I'm dropping frames. So let's try that first, chat. Let's reset our CPU setting. Man, what a horrible start to the stream, I apologize. Take a couple of days off and suddenly everything goes to hell. It's kind of lame that they, like, yeah, I updated my stream mix or whatever, and then I had my PC on, and sometimes when I sleep my PC on purpose, when you try to wake it up, it doesn't like fully wake up. And I needed to check audio on something because I was casting the next day. So I force shut down my PC and I turned it back on. And when I turned it back on, every single frickin' driver for my audio was gone. Like, not like turned off or disabled, it was gone. And I was like, reinstalled it, still didn't work, restarted again, and then I had to do all this nonsense, and I got it all back and working. But what I forgot to do is make sure it's checked. The thing is, I used to have a audio input, which is actually set as an output, really. It's basically like all the sounds that are being sent out to a stream, it's that. Why am I still freaking laggy? Dude, this stream is going down the tubes, chat. Holy crap. I don't know why my frames are like this right now. Like, this is freaking insane, dude. It looks fine, like, when we're not playing, and then the moment I start up, I can see, like, the frames being dropped, because it's just, like, slightly more framey than it should be. Alright, well, either way. Our biggest concern should be actively not selling these games. We did a lot of hard work in ranked the past couple weeks to get, like, a decent start. Oh, it's Vadigram, I remember this guy. Hello, Hurricane. Alright. I stayed close on that at least. That's not in. How are you? Been better. Rocket League is dropping frames for me for reasons I can't really understand. That should be cool. Boop. They never anticipate the dish though, Chad. That's the one thing that's reliable. Seeing that people have frame issues? Okay, well, I feel a little bit better because I feel like I was going insane. I was in for, well, I don't know if it's necessarily a frame issue because I was I was playing just off stream, and then the moment I just started turning on stream, it's suddenly like, oh, well, actually, and then it starts dropping my frames. So I'm like, well, yeah, obviously it's more of a tax on the GPU, but Rocket League is not really a GPU-intensive game. It's more of a CPU-intensive game. So it's very strange to have frame issues in a game like this. I think it's just one of those weird Windows types errors that you run into sometimes. All right, I don't want to steal boost on that. Nice. Hi, JG. Yeah, I realized I've been barely streaming lately. I'm not gonna lie, chat, my life has been completely absorbed by this huge project I was working on at work. So like I've been doing, I like was pulling all-nighters, I was like just doing constant nonsense. And when I was available to stream, my brain wasn't there, so I've been playing like single player games offline, off stream, because I was just not ready for all that. I also had CRL start up. If you guys are, I guess I don't know if I formally announced it on YouTube, but yeah, we're back on CRL. If you guys tune into the Rocket League channel, most Sundays I will be broadcasting off of that. I will be casting. I think this week I'm going to be hosting, actually. But yeah, you guys can hit me up there. And because of that, I didn't really want to burn out my voice prior to casting, because I knew those matchups were going to be hype, and I wanted to be ready to cover them with all my energy. Either way. Oh, not gonna lie. That felt like a twos moment where I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna turn on that unless they're insane. And then I turn around, my ball came around, and then suddenly they're there. Oof. Terrible touch. Hopefully all y'all guys are doing excellent. That's crazy, went for the boost. Ooh, the delayed flick didn't work. Near post? All right, I don't blame him not going there, but problem is he needs to shut this down. He's gonna get cut right here. Yep. I don't know what he was doing there, but he backed off as soon as I shot that. What happened here? He turned away as I shot it. I don't even get that. I got a girlfriend taco. Nice. Hopefully you're happy. It's a W update, GG. All right, that's fine. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping he'd like overplay his hand on that one. I kind of walked right into that demo, but I thought he would like, I wanted to drive to the right and then brake hit the brakes on him, but he didn't actually care at all. All right, hopefully he has that. Don't get demoed. Excellent. I love it when you don't get demoed. Oh, I don't like that. That's also bad. Man, I'm not gonna lie, these frame drops are brutal. I feel like I'm playing in a PowerPoint. I waited too long. That was like the approach you would have if no one was pressuring you. W spawn, let's go, body. Sick, actually, he pinched that? Oh, never mind, I thought it pinched off the hood. I think I remember why I remember Bodygram, because I lost him last time. I'm not gonna put this on him, but like, I'm not a fan of a lot of his decisions. Like in that one attack that we got countered on, he saw me go for a ball that was double committed on by the other team. And instead of like using his 20-30 boost to stay in the play, he just left for reasons I can't really explain. And then he got countered because he left and was 90 miles away from the ball when it was coming in toward him. So it's like, I don't know, man. Feels like a preventable situation that you don't have to engage with, but that's okay. We're tied. Oh man, I wanted to. I don't know why I'm trying to help him here. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I was like, I'm just gonna let there. Commitment issues? I mean, in terms of Rocket League, yeah. In twos, the thing is you don't have to full commit. In fact, I actually hate it when players full commit to every challenge under the sun. Like, it's really freaking annoying. But the thing is, when you're playing in twos, you have to be at least able to lend your teammate the semblance of a hand, or the other team needs to think that you're capable of doing that. Because that way they will not be able to tell, okay, well, I can go for this. Well, that guy's pressuring. That guy's near. You know, you're able to have like a hand in a play that's developing. Whereas if you just leave every single time, yeah, you get boost, but then your teammate is basically gonna 1v2. And then even worse, if you don't have the boost. Oh, speaking of. Oh, that's really a shame. I thought I had at least up pad. Luckily, they don't have the boost either. Nice. Oh, no. That's fine. I'm sorry, Vadi. I stole your boost. And GL kind of screwed up by me. All right, luckily teammate is back. Nice, love it. Oh, even better, beat him, nice, that's off. I trusted he wouldn't go, good save, damn. All right. See, I'm backing off here because I know he's gonna turn around for it. And on that one, I knew that guy was in the backboard, so I lobbed it high. I'm gonna leave that for Vadi. That's probably a save. I'm gonna watch this demo and just pre-jump it. Hitting it light because Vadi might be able to get around it. And he is, nice. And then he gives it up, but I don't want to double commit just in case. Hop, catch, delay the flip. That's over that guy. Sick. And then delay flip again. I don't have the boost for a double, sad. All right, well, that's fine. Vadi just doesn't have to get, or just has to not get dunked here. Excellent. This guy's not going to anticipate this challenge. Oh, well, he got by me and pinched it. That's okay. His teammate's not going to get beaten on the near post. Just kidding. He got bumped and... Oh. Don't commit if you have 0 boost. God, what mental damage. Anyway. Unfortunate. Not really sure the point of having 0 boost and then exiting the goal to not contest a ball that's in the air, but that's okay. We don't pretend to understand the mind of Vadigram. Who knows if we could have won that if I wasn't constantly trading frames back and forth with this freaking game. What is going on, dude? Hello, CC. Last time I still had frame drops, but it was smoother if I go to borderless. Maybe we'll just have to sacrifice a little bit from that. Yeah, I mean, this adds some frame lag, but, or this adds some input lag, but my God, does this look so much better in my opinion. Oh, we got Vadigram again, chat. All right, well, lock and load. We want to hit that near post, maybe not that near post. Oh, no, I knew I could beat him. I just didn't know how fast I needed to get up for that. I didn't get over it. Ooh, hate that. Oh, waited a little too long. That was a good job by that guy. Weird Minecraft texture pack. What are you using? This is the new one. Mojang just added this. Or Mojang, or whatever it's called. I think Mojang is actually a board game, never mind. Ooh, okay, I made him panic on that one, but understandably very hard to read from teammate. All right, how you doing, Leo? Hey, CJ, give stream a quick restart. It has nothing to do with stream, I guarantee you. It's, well, I mean, it might, but my PC has been multi-streaming for like years. It's not a problem. It's just sometimes some settings get kind of screwed up. Like this happens randomly. It's not really something you can predict. I'd say it's more of a bug than anything else. Hopefully you're doing Hades. I thought he'd try to think he'd chase me to the wall. Ooh. Yeah, even that guy knew I was not super locked in to get that touch. I'm just popping that around him. Okay, just needed a light touch. I wanted that to go off the backboard really hard because that's the best way to get that clear. Ooh. All right, well, I got the deflection. That was meant to be a slightly different touch. All right, this is, wow, historically, that's a very easy double, and I screwed it up. My bad. I need to stop rotating like that. Except for when it wins exactly where I need it to be. Where the heck is that mid boost? Yeah, hit it off the backboard. Yeah, do it. All right. Oh, that's a bad touch. Thank you. If I had slightly more awareness of how pansy that guy was going to be on that chow, I would have not gone immediately, but that's okay. Body right. Oh, gamer! He's a gamer! Ah, I went for the beat. Okay, that's fair. We recover on that. Oh, that's a really good backflip. Can I get to that first? Yes, I can. Okay. I was staring down at the bottom of my screen, making sure. Back pass? Nah. Oh, well. Yeah. Okay, well, good. Just in case, I don't know if that was in. I just wanted to tap that. I was following it because I'm like, I genuinely, was that not in? Let's check. That was, I don't think I was going in. Okay, that's fine. Says I got it. All right, let's go for the Spanish. Oh, never mind. I didn't turn enough. That's crazy. Way to blow it, Taco. That's a bad touch. Bonk. No, dude, he's so fat. Steal my boost like that. Wow, good pinch. Okay, all right, that's shootable. Nice body. We're going to slurp that and then go back. And then that should be... I hate that you waited for that. All right, well. So the thing is, chat, on plays like that, you don't want to wait because you're basically slowing all your momentum down to be able to get on top of that read. The issue is that so is the other team. So unless you're able to react at the exact right time and pre-jump it, you are 100% getting beat to that every time. And so our teammate waited, and then he went and then got destroyed to the ball. And it's just like, if you just didn't go, then the ball would have maybe been given away, and then most importantly, it would have just been cleared to us anyway, and then we would have taken over. So it's like not really that big of a sacrifice if you don't go. It's very much like a risk reward situation where the reward is like huge, but the risk is like equally as large. Like, yeah, you could beat them, but like the odds that you're gonna do that are way different. Also, people always assume like those things are like, well, the probability of it risky, the reward working out is like 50%. It's not. It is not. Most of the time, that is not gonna be something that's going to benefit us on offense. Oh, Streps, it's a really good touch. That is also a really good reset. And that is not a good reset. Oh, well, that's fine. And with the dub, and the wub, and the dub, and the dub, wub, 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 wub. Hit that one more time. Oh my God, what a pass. Also, bro, he was just barely a little off on that. And I wanted to see if I could get that. Hilarious if that had a bounce. Okay. Need a faster teammate. Vadi's not, the problem isn't his speed, it's really just his, oh my God! Oh my God, that fake made me almost poop my pants, dude. I've never seen a fake like that in my entire life of playing Rocket League. That guy literally cheated up or went for the kickoff and then turned around halfway through on a diagonal. I've never seen that before. Anyway, we lost. So we're gonna Q dodge him because I genuinely don't think I've ever won with him on fort. What was that? He said, I got it, which I saw way too late, so I'm like, that's fine. But yeah, he literally went like... He went... And I'm like, huh? I've literally never seen that type of kickoff. I've never seen someone try to do that in a game. That was mind-boggling, I'm not gonna lie. See, my beef with him usually starts the fact that, like, there's certain players that I see their usernames and I'm immediately like, oh, I know how this is gonna go, and it's not the best. Which is honestly why I wish Rocket League had a mod where you could just hide all usernames in the game from you. I wish it would be, I would honestly prefer if it was just teammate 1, teammate 2, and then opponent 1, opponent 2, opponent 3. I would rather do that. Even better, make Bacchus hide all their decals so I can't even tell what they're playing necessarily. Just default it to like a blank Octane or a blank Fennec or something. If they're using another hitbox, just blank whatever car they're using. And then that way, if I run into ranked, I don't come in presupposing how people are gonna play. Because I feel like Graham or whatever the hell his name is, I feel like every time I play him, I kind of know how the game is going to go, and I don't know if that affects how I play because I'm like a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know? Like, oh, I don't think this guy's going to be super aggressive, so I'm going to be super aggressive. And then when I'm super aggressive, he's like, oh, teammate's really aggressive, maybe I won't be aggressive. I don't know, I'm overanalyzing this, but I prefer to do that than think about how I've never won with this guy. I'd rather think about the solution. We're also playing kind of nerfed on this performance thing. I gotta get back to uploading, chat. I've been so immensely busy. It's crazy to see how much my stream has like really fallen off lately in viewership. But it's also because genuinely I've not been as good of a YouTuber lately. I've just been super, super, super busy with work. I don't know if I've slept 8 hours in the past like week. That's definitely the biggest thing I've noticed is sleep schedule is getting a little weird, despite the fact that I have a 9 to 5, kinda. But it says it's broken. No, but that's the thing, probably. Like they've had that forever, but it's never worked. I've never been able to actually successfully use that. All right, we're playing threes again. Nice. Hello, Buddha. Did I try 4v4 yet? Yeah. First impressions, I didn't like it. The more I played it, honestly, it's like not that bad. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't anticipate myself grinding it out, but I could see myself like partying up some friends and playing it. I think that's the way it should be played, to be honest. It's meant to be like a true team game where you're actually playing people you actually kind of know. Other than that, not been a huge fan of it. Hey, Ashton. Oh boy. Yeah, that's true. Map is huge. That's kind of my biggest beef with it, is like if you're playing with people. So the problem is that they, instead of doing the smart thing, I mean, I don't like to call them dumb, but like the smart thing in my mind is if you create 4v4 and it's a brand new game and people have been playing ranked for, I don't know, a trillion years and have a bunch of rank historical data, why are we making it a brand new rank in that like when people go to 4v4 for the first time, they're ranked 600, which is like bronze 3. And so it's like, why are we assuming these people are like that low in MMR off the rip? Also, why is my camera off center? That's weird. And so it's like, why are we doing that? Because then we get in this weird situation where we're playing the game, we load in for the first time, and it's a lobby of people with SSL tags, GC tags, and then guys who I guarantee, that's how it's spelled. I guarantee have never been beyond plat. And it's just this awkward game of like watching players struggle to aerial while other guys are hitting flip resets. First game, it was literally me. It was a triple commit, triple Q, and then a solo and against me. And then my teammates were all players who, from what I can tell, have diamond rewards, and that's it. And we were getting smoked. And because of that, I think that really painted how fun I found the game. It felt like I was using all my boosts to get downfield because I was the only one capable of transitioning quickly. And then I realized, oh, it's probably more fun once you keep playing and get your rank a little bit more in order. And that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what happened. So we're learning. I've had like 15 games straight and finally got my rank in it. I think we're like a champ right now. It's not great, but it's also not bad. All right, great pass. But that's why I said just take the ranked 3s. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, what? It's preposterous that you gave us a ranked 3 MMR as a stand-in for the game it's most similar to. And it's like, yeah, like, wouldn't that make sense? If you're an SSL in 4v4, 3v3, I guarantee you're not gonna struggle in 4v4, you know? Honestly, there's so much going on a dev level of like consideration. I guarantee they just didn't even think about the game balancing aspect. They were just like, let's just get this thing out the door and make sure people can queue it and get a rank. and we'll deal with everything else later. But hey, after the season, then we want to everyone will get placements and pre-existing rank from last season, so that's fine. I can time this. Just kidding. Also, Erich with 62 months. How you doing? Man, I would love teammates that didn't throw it down the middle. Okay, we're good. Oh my god, the triple commit? Not like this, dude. If we got any touch at all. I'm gonna start. Oh, I can't see that. Teammate, you. That's gonna bounce nice for us, actually. That's fine. Good job, super. Actually, really good, clean, soft touch. Keeps it close. We need the second guy to go, and you both committed the same ball. App. Comfortably in the 5 years. Hell yeah. It's crazy. It's been 5 years. It's so funny to say how long I've known some people in my community. Because I don't know why, in my brain, it's always like, yeah, I've known these people for like, I don't know, 3 years, and then someone resubs, and I'm like, oh, right. That means not only have they subbed for that long, but like I've known them for that long. Like the fact that I've known Erich for a sixth of my life at minimum is so wild to me. When I was a mere babe, halfway through my 20s. 6 years, 1 month. Oh, wow. We all the way up there. Oh my god, wait, there's a shortcut for free play? I mean, Instant Suite completely eliminates that, but did you guys see that? After the post game, it literally said square for free play. Well, you guys can't see that on Twitch, I guess. Or on YouTube. You know what? No one saw that. Shut up, ignore me. Literally no one could have seen that in any way. But yeah, there's a new button now. It says triangle Q again and then square go to free play. That's really cool. Do you like the 4's map size boost on walls? Boost on walls was necessary. I don't like the map size. I still think, even after playing that much 4's, I still think the map should be like 20 to 30% smaller. But that's just because it feels like it takes a little too long to get up and down the field. And I know that's kind of the point of 4v4, but I don't know, it just felt a little like, feels a little too much. Is Lightning host you? Like I never knew you did because CCA watched it because of him. Nice. Time goes fast, really do. How you doing, Paz? Erich following longer for than Paz is not on my bingo card, actually. Borderline champ in 3s, currently diamond 3s and 3s. 4-4 is hard stuck gold. For so long, just scratch my head. It's a very hard game mode to play. I've kind of just been gunning it because most of the players I'm playing are not as high ranked GC and other modes from what I can tell as me. So I've kind of just been going as fast as possible and it works. I feel like that's inaccurate. Did you like meme unfollow? Because I know the follow age gets tricked by that. That's what Zadoctor does. Whenever he's like been subbed for like high 50s, low 60s months, and he'll meme unfollow, and it'll be like, you've been following for 1 month, and it's like, Yeah, because Paz, I mean, I was in United Rogue in like 2018 or something for casting, I think. So I feel like I've known you at least since like late 2018. Sub for 71 months. Yeah, that does seem really, honestly, it would be really funny if you actually, I wonder, wait, actually, hold on. I wonder if Matt, thank you for the 19 months of remembering on the YouTube. How you been? Grand Hustle Pimp, that is what they call me. But you're not supposed to know that. Fake with 3 kind of welcome me in the community, yep. Honestly, I wonder if like I meme banned you, Pause, or something, and then because of that, it unfollowed your account, and then when I unbanned you and remodded and all that, then you got it back. I think that probably is the most likely thing that happened. Because in my mind, I'm like, there's no, you wouldn't have like not been following for several months. So I'm assuming I probably did that. No. We're talking about the follow age, Pi, because Paz did a follow age and it said he's been here for like 5 years and 11 months, despite the fact that he has 71 months subbed. So unless he watched for like a full year, basically, like unsubbed or unfollowed, which doesn't seem super. Cucumba Slumba, interesting name. I did once. Is that in the ban history? That's funny. I just realized he was gonna. Wow, you shot it! God, what a freaking bot, dude. What a crazy decision. Mr. Choco Taco, where's the danger? The danger is elsewhere right now. I'm actually in shock that Garcia shot that. What? I got above that and I pinched it for the clear from above. That's actually crazy to me. That's so much harder to do than what I was trying to do. Oh, there's no text chat in game. It glitched for a second. That was confirmed on our all status today. So yeah, if you guys aren't seeing text chat, that's why. It's not you. It's the game. It has been deliberately left off, which makes things really hard to. Oh, actually, that explains a lot. I just realized. Oh. Yeah, I just realized we were talking in CRL quals. There was a broadcast where a player paused the private match they were in, which you're not allowed to do. And they were like, wait, why are they doing that? And I just realized it's because their text chat's broken. They literally can't communicate to pause. So they kind of have to do it themselves. I think that should mitigate any issues. Please. No, dude, I gotta get skimmed, but I leaned too far back. Cringe. This team is really organized. Holy crap, that was like the exact touch you should have gotten. I'm gonna grab that boost. And then Chili's gonna get dunked, and then I'm going to style on the, just kidding. Really heavy touch for no reason. It's the derusting chat. Taking like a week and a half off. Noise. Yeah, I need to DM that Discord actually, I just realized that. Okay. I'll fix that later. Okay. Nice Chili. Yeah, we challenged that inside for the deflection, and that should be wide open. Well done. Oh my god, what a save. You can get that, Chili. I Kate that he got that. That's fine. Easy save. You went for that? What a crazy double commit on that. All right, back pass to Chili. Chili doubles that. Nice. Close one. That should be a goal. Nice. Good pass. Not a great touch by me. I was hoping for a slightly different connection on that one, so my bad. Oh. Easiest read of my life. Ah! Okay, well, that's the second straight one. I should have been crack-a-lagging. All right. Pi, I see your song request for Dawood. Dawoo Sandstorm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's gotta be a meme. That has to exist somewhere on the internet. I can't be the only one to figure out that those vowels sound similar. All right, we'll queue up that right now. Just de-rusting. I mean, literally, there's nothing I could have done on that last one. I don't know why we're acting like that was my fault. Oh, just de-rusting. You missed that. Well, buddy, I was gonna get dunked regardless. That guy was perfectly locked in on that angle. Oh, wow, he pre-jumped that so hard. He was ready for that. I'm gonna need you to touch that. Favorite viewer here. Preston, I'm not gonna lie. Every time you use a catchphrase, you lose so much aura. It's crazy. Think about how many people you see in your everyday life that have a catchphrase. Now think about how many of them you actually have respect for. And there's your answer. On a scale of 1 to absolutely no way. Okay. I don't care. Bro, Preston. Not good. You think women in the future are gonna settle down the man with no aura? I don't know. I don't know, man. Gotta be considering that. That's fine. He's not doing much with that. Okay, I was like, he's not touching it beyond that. There's no way you got dust into that! God, you guys are so frickin' slow, dude. Favorite viewers are called Mod Fodder. Why were you gone? Honestly, I've been so insanely busy with my job. I had a big project that I had to take care of. And it was one of those projects that like you start a couple of weeks out and you're like, yeah, I get it. I understand how big of a scope this project is gonna be. And then as you keep digging into it, you're just like, oh God, 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 oh God. And it was just like a situation where in the final 2 weeks, I was just so balls to the wall, gotta take care of this. So outside of CRL and like some CRL streams to just keep myself active in that scene, I was basically not streaming because I was just spending every night trying to figure that stuff out. What do you do for work? I work in physical and network security. So like businesses, we sell them like security software, cybersecurity, cameras, card readers, access control. I gotta say hi and good night. Oh no! Well, good night, Kyle. What's up? Sorry we have not been able to chat much. I've been kind of out and about in the life. Early night for Kyle, but that's good. Everyone needs rest. Yeah, I was gonna write a post on YouTube to explain where I've been gone, but I keep forgetting. So now that that huge project is over, it's only a matter of time before someone else comes in or something else comes in. But I'm gonna try to get back to posting my shorts so that I can actually stay consistent. It's actually insane how much the algo has killed off my channel now. Like, I think we're literally like, we're like 5 viewers for Fat Minute, to be honest. So, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get over 20 for a bit. So just gotta get the posts back on track. We got a lot of, I have so much footage saved up, like an insane amount of footage that I have yet to edit. So, yeah, we'll remedy that content gap. Nice. Sad. Hopefully Pi is enjoying his sandstorm. There's a really funny, I remember a video of Deadmau5 was in his studio. He was like streaming him creating beats or whatever. And he made like a beat that he was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. And then he kept expanding on it, and then he realized he accidentally just made Darude Sandstorm, and he just started laughing his ass off. He's like, wow. He's like, that's never happened to me before, where I just basically made a beat that already exists and is very famous and just did not realize it until I developed it more. Still sending feet? Excuse me? I mean, of course, the OnlyFans is going to be active. I mean, I'm not going to not post there. That's just a money farm. Yeah, I realized how little I've been posting and streaming when I checked my YouTube, my payout went out for last month. And this month, it's like your estimated payout is like $15. And I'm like, yeah, we have not streamed nearly enough this month. Holy crap. So we're gonna have to remedy that in the next 2 weeks, try to do that. That income very much is vital to me paying my bills. Oh my god, I went as fast as possible and I still got dusted. I'm guessing these guys are in a full party. They're not. Okay, interesting. Wow, Third and I have a 0 chem together. I was trying to lay that off in the middle and he just turned around as if I was about to like throw it into our own goal. I'm like, okay. 10 of that was me. Hell yeah, it was. Actually, no, I think you donated a 20. So technically, what is 70% of that? That's 14? So yeah, 99% of that 15 basically is yours. That is not correct math. 85%? There it is. No, 91%. There we go. That's math. What the heck? Bots are back in the Twitch chat? Man, that's cringe as hell. Good save. What the heck is going on in Twitch chat right now? Donated 20 while I was pretty drunk. Oh yeah, we love drunk donations in this channel. YouTube should really have like a label that just detects your inebriation based on how your type compared to your base. Your baseline. Frick! Man, I hesitated last second and that's what effed me over. I was like, wait, actually, is that gonna bounce down line? That's crazy that we recovered and then gave it away again. Unfort. That's so crazy that he cut that middle and then left the ball. Unfort. Well, we're playing with 2 red tags, so no guarantee that their brains work. Northern Illinois University. All right, I'm de-seeding your team. I'm sorry. I'm assuming this guy's a backup. Okay. Yeah, GG's. Chat, have I won today? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know if I won today. Okay. I don't remember the last time we've gotten a win. That's the thing. Oh, these guys are so patient. I hate them. That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, I think that's hitting a bar, so I don't want to jump for it too early. Chat again, the game, my forfeits are not based on scoreline. It's based on momentum. If the other team has scored 3 goals and we have yet to even like generate a shot, that's not like, oh, we just got to keep it up. It's like, no, we have to improve in every facet and they need to get worse. And that doesn't happen. That's why I forfeit these types of games. People are always like, oh man, it's possible to come back. No, it's not. If my teammates can't even beat one guy to an aerial on a pass, or we can't even get a shot on target, it's like, we're not going to win. We're not going to suddenly start shooting 80% in the final 2 minutes, you know? That's crazy that these guys are randoms and they're combining like that. Thank you for saving my time. Hey, TB. Yeah, sorry for the... I was going to stream a little bit earlier today, actually, and then I was debating broadcasting for CRL because there's a huge amount of opens right now, which is essentially the tournaments that determine who makes it into league play within the second half of the season for CRL. Format's a little more complicated this season, but it's really important. And I was going to broadcast them, but it's not... it's like a rule that if a school has a broadcast, you ideally don't want to cover those because you don't want to take viewers away from the schools participating. A lot of the top teams have started to broadcast their games where previously they didn't. So I was looking at the pools and I was looking at the broadcast sheet of who's streaming, and I was kind of like, there's not really anything for me to cover. Like pretty much every good matchup is covered. And so in my mind, I was like, honestly, if I do this, I'm going to be grabbing like the most random ass, like no name schools, which again is not a bad thing. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't really know if this would impact the landscape if this team, you know, played at this like round 5 match or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm good. We'll just take a night off and then we'll regular stream. Also, as I mentioned, like my YouTube income is dependent on, you know, actually streaming on vertical. And if I don't do that, then I go broke forever. So I was like, yeah, I should probably just get an actual stream in. But yeah, a lot of derusting the stream on top of this weird frame glitch that I'm getting. Oh, we're not queuing 2s. Okay, right. We're missing Bodygram. If we get him again, though, chat, it's over. I might just end stream immediately. Because that would be actually the cruelest prank of all. Q dodge him for a half hour and then he pops in my first teammate. All right, I'm assuming it's a 2s match. No, okay. All right, okay, we don't have the red tags. All right, by the rule of ranked, these guys will now play the best Rocket League they've ever played in their life, and I will look like an idiot. And if that happens, chat, I'm going to bed. Or at the very least, getting a Klondike bar. And then playing some Ghost of Yote, yeah. Okay. He ran a momentum on that read like immediately when he got to it. Did you see that? He was like fully confident that he like slapped the brakes. He was like, wait, also I didn't expect you to flip up like that. That's kind of crazy. He got dusted to that. I don't like how he went for this. That's just in. That's just in my net. Hey, pass gear. Oof, that's a really body play. Why are you cutting it inside on a player that's jogging toward you? Like, he's going to be a roller. The only way you would cut that is if the player's going as fast as possible on the sidewall, preventing you from going up. But the moment he slows down should be your first sign that the guy is able to, he's paying attention to what you're doing. Okay, I'll give him that mid boost. I didn't really want to fight with him for that. Oh, Jetney, that is very much an area you can make. Nice. Man, if I knew he'd fake that and then have basically no boost. Don't chow that. Nice. Love that. Oh, don't love that. That's miss a goal. That's kind of embarrassing. I got dusted, but I was also kind of anticipating teammate to not do that. Man, chat, it really is crazy. I was like, oh, cool, I don't have these 2 red tags. I'll have, like, actual players. And these guys have not impressed me. I forgot how bad beginning of the season is. Take a week off and suddenly I'm playing with burgers, you know? Yeah, good follow. Should be a double. Oh, I got 2. I was like 10 boost off from responding to that. I'm not going to turn on that. All right, double 50. Steal some boost. Ixion. You guys have such an obsession with freaking backflipping. Just shadow defend. Christ almighty. I'm not getting that. So weird watching these guys like just turn in circles and then backflip. Like, buddy, that's like what a diamond does when they defend. This is GC 2? Actually, I actually don't know. I think it's GC2. Actually, we've only lost today in my memory. Maybe 1 or 2 wins, but... So, you know what? It's probably GC2 by this point. Sorry, teammate, but I had no faith. Nice, okay. I'm gonna say it, don't say it, Matt. 100 points to me, that's how I know it's been rough for you. Yeah, it's gross. Like, I know I'm de-rusting and I'm not playing at my peak, not even close, but like at the same time, I'm blown away by how bad ranked has gotten consistently. That's really not good. All right, GG's. Trigger Happy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. First time I've been streaming in like a week. I've streamed like twice in the past like 2 weeks. Been super busy with work. Hello, Husky. Hello from Greece. Hello from the United States. Yes, love this. Top 10th of a percent, chat, of all players. Elite. Just lost Ack and Gold in game 3, 2 4-minute OTs. Dang. Honestly, that whole thing is kind of crazy with Ack and Gold, because they're in their pool, they lost to CSTJ Pandas, and I'm just like, who? I've literally never seen that team before. What college has pandas as a mascot? Like, are pandas native to the US? Hello? They lost some nobodies, GC2s. I mean, everyone peaks once. Or either that or Ack and Gold were playing with a sub or something. I know Blue is playing with a sub. They're playing with Shocks, who I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of. I think Patty is have some like internship they has to do on Wednesdays. They got swept the next years. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like a weird thing. Sorry about that loss though. 2-1 against Ack and Gold is not a bad result though. Yeah, chat, I don't know how many losses I have left in me, but to be honest, I'm kind of dead. Hey, it's Sid, never mind. Okay, if that's side effects, we can maybe party up and then actually get some wins, but yeah. This should be a pretty good game if we have Sida as a teammate. Yeah, I was gonna broadcast a little bit, Trigger, but I literally could not find a pool in which I was even allowed to stream, and most of the top series down the stretch, I realized I'd basically have a stream where I could cover like 3 or 4 games, and then the pools would basically all be covered. So I'm like, my job's kind of done. Bepic's already streaming. I'm like, I'll just give him the matches so we don't have to fight or whatever. Oh wow, I overcomplicated that. Hey, Chert. Okay, just get a quick little pinch downfield. How have you been? I've been insanely busy, I'm not gonna lie. My life felt like I was dying past couple days. I had pulled back-to-back nights with only 1 hour of sleep. It was horrible. I had a project that like exploded because whereas I thought everything was in line, I had a meeting then with our management and they went over it with me and they were like, yeah, honestly, this looks good, but I'd change this, and it was like, and then I had to like freaking adjust. And granted, it's not on them, it's on me for not checking earlier, but I was still like, oh my God, lesson learned. This is a project I need to like finish basically 2 weeks in advance next time, so that if any changes come in, I can immediately address them. I'm gonna say it, dude, Matt, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. That's a goal. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't think he would just leave that. Are you all today? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm all right. Trying to get back into the YouTube streaming phase. Shout out to Florida Southern going pretty far. They that's the team with X-Pro Astral. Hey Parker Hooten. Yeah, it's super funny that both me and Justin immediately went to the ceiling. So we call the prong approach, chat. Oh, imagine if I had a little more boost, that would have been a triple save. What is that? Has one of my boys on it. I need to lock in. I'm writing a sermon for tomorrow night. And I've only got like 2 minutes left of it to finish. I mean, 2 minutes in public speaking is decently... That's why you have to slow down, dude. You know? That's when you gotta just like start talking at this pace. God is good. And then people are like, amen. And then that buys you a little more time. And then, yeah, keep going. Like that alone was 15 seconds. That's 1/8 of what you need. Throwable? Oof. That's a donk. Bong. Woo! Dinner time, GG's. Enjoy your dinner, Matt. Chat, you know what? What's the longest time you've gone between like a meal from a certain establishment? I genuinely think the last time I had Popeyes, for example, is in 2017. And I would still say it's good, but I was thinking about that today. I was like, someone was like, yeah, I'd go fried chicken. And I was thinking to myself, when was the last time? And I really had to rack my brain because I'm like, Maybe on like a road trip at like a corner store. But then I realized that no, because back in New York State or anytime I've ever driven that, it's never been a Popeyes. It's been some like other random freaking chicken shop. You know? And so I'm just like, what? Man, throwable. So I'm really just trying to be like, and then I realized I'm like, I got Popeyes once because I used to date a woman from Turkey and she had never had American fried chicken. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her chain stuff. And then we technically have fried chicken in like other places, but like I was like, let's get her Popeyes first. See how she feels about the biscuits. Give it to her with no drink because that's torture and that's funny. And then give the Cajun mashed potatoes or whatever. And I started doing that. And I got it, and I think thinking back, I'm like, yeah, I think that's literally the last time I ever bought Popeyes. Popeyes also seems like it's really skirting by on the fast food promise. Because historically, whenever me and my mother used to get it when I was growing up, we'd be like, hey, can I get like Popeyes with like a, sorry, yeah, Popeyes. Hi, can I get a Popeyes? No, we'd go up to the Popeyes drive-thru and we'd order like, I don't know, like I think we were ordering for me and my 2 sisters as well. So it's 4 people. So we'd get like 16 pieces or something like that, and we'd order it, and then we'd drive up, pay, and then we'd wait for like 5 full minutes, and I'm like, at that point, is it even technically fast food? Granted, that was when I was way younger, so for all I know, there was like 1 person working that kitchen, because sometimes companies love to understaff, but yeah, I'm just trying to think to myself, I'm like, I don't know. That always just felt like a little weird. If you can't serve to my stuff within like a minute of me pulling up the counter, I think you disqualify as fast food. Here in Texas, we have a Dairy Queen in every town. I'm in Texas. I would agree. There's a lot of Dairy Queens in places I would not expect to find a Dairy Queen. What? What? That is utter BS. That's absurd. He just said, yes, I say no. Oh. I'm so angry, dude. There's literally no way you could have calculated that. I don't think he had boost. He just fell into that. For real. God, what a touch. Oh, he's playing the ball so hard that he didn't pay attention to the boost, I thought. Sorry, teammate, I ignored you. I thought you had the win. It's okay. Not like you commit to that. Nice, perfect. Oh, that's free goal. Go. Go. Don't flip into it. No, teammate, you might have picked. Oh, never mind. That is a little bit closer. They're supposed to be fast food, but chains are underpaid and understaffed, so it's slow. Yeah, but I just remember looking in it and seeing at least 2 people in there, and I'm just like, I don't know. And I remember this vividly because we were like the only person in line. So it's not like they had to serve other people. Oh. But I feel like what happened was probably that they were super like just not getting a lot of customers in general at that location. So they probably just were not prepared for us to pull up. And if they did, they were like, yeah, it's okay. We'll throw a couple in the fryer. And they're like, oh, 16 piece. And they're like, oh. And then they had to like pivot real quick to like actually making it from scratch instead of like prepping it in advance, you know? God, you're such a filthy skank, other teammate. I'm gonna need you to lock in. Hey, Draco. Okay, I pull up. Hey, Zactor. Everyone else leaves. Dude, can you imagine? I don't even know how I'd react. Imagine walking to a party and then every single person turns to see you and then just walks out the door. Would you think it'd be more impressive if they all left right as you arrived without looking at you? Like they just happened to, everyone selectively was like, all right, I'm gonna call it, like that type of thing? Or would it be more hurtful and more painful if they actively looked directly at you and then left? I think it'd be like mysterious. It'd be like an X-Files episode if everyone just had a hive mind for a brief second. This might be the worst twos game I've ever been a part of. I left already. We get it, you're a lefty. Wait, who else in here is a filthy left-hander? They don't much prepped at one time. Near my... They don't prep chicken sandwiches. That's fair. I mean, it's fresher that way, but... a little disappointing. I remember in Tucson when I was making absolutely no money, my little treat was at a Safeway. They had fried chicken pre-made, and it was actually like banger fried chicken. I think it was like, it was always discounted because it was something that obviously you can't really sell the next day. So they would make the chicken and then they would mark it down like crazy. So you could get 4 full chicken, fried chicken breast for, I think it was like I mean, granted, this is 2017, 2018 prices, but I want to say it was something like $6. And I was like, dude, that's like, honestly, like, I mean, for me, I ate a lot back then because I was a lot more active, but that's like 4 meals technically for like $6 for chicken, fried chicken. Yeah, back then I was probably eating 2 at a time. Dual fisting chicken, you know how it is. How much chicken do you guys fist? Well above its weight class. There's some, honestly, that's how I judge a grocery store. Like when I power rank a store based on how good their deli food is. Like when you get a mac and cheese side or fried chicken or even like Chinese or whatever at some stores, if it's not good, I guarantee the rest of the store is not worth my patronage. But like every once in a while, I'll hit up a place and we're like, there was a really funny one where my dad said he was doing a merger back when he used to work for HP, and this place was in like the middle of nowhere, Mexico, and he's like Jeff, when I say this frickin' place was in the middle of nowhere, like the smallest village you've ever seen, or smallest town you've ever seen. He's like, I walked into a random frickin' hole in the wall, asked for coffee. They said, yeah, they served it. He took 1 sip. He's like, this was drip pot coffee. He's like, this is the best coffee I've ever had in my life. I'm like, what? I'm like, did you ask him what the blend it was? He's like, I don't think they understood me. They just kind of like showed me a bag I've never seen before. He's like, maybe the coffee is just naturally fresher in Mexico. He's like, I have no idea, but all I know is that coffee haunts my dreams. It's like literally better than any coffee I've ever had in any upscale place. I'm like, that's really funny. I'm convinced that he was just so caffeine deprived. It's kind of like when you take that first sip of water after hiking or whatever, you know, it tastes that much better because it's like crisper because you've been so depleted. But who knows? HP, where tech goes to die. That's my laptop. I had a panic attack on yesterday actually because of it. My laptop, real quick, fun story. I woke up to finalize that huge bid I was working on, and I worked for 4 hours, and then I disconnected my Bluetooth headphone, and all of a sudden Windows 11 decides to have a unhandled exception and force restart my PC, thus losing, and granted this is on me, 4 hours of work on multiple spreadsheets as well as the document I was using to write up my final bid. So I had to redo all of that in the space of 90 minutes. Horrible. Cafe Bustelo probably. Super cheap, super good. I have no idea. Why go in 4 hours to save it? Well, it's just like I was in such a like zone. I was literally just like, it doesn't autosave. It does. That's why I was like kind of pissed. I was like, it's okay. It'll autosave. And then I loaded it back up and it was like last autosave at, I don't know, like 8:45. And it was like, oh, actually, hold on. No, it was 4 hours since I started working. In reality, it was probably like 2.5 hours. But still, like, it was a lot of freaking time that I was like, I don't have time to do this back. We literally submitted that thing at the razor's edge. I felt so bad. It felt super unprofessional. Because I was well on the track to like completely done. Like our meeting with my boss is literally just going to be like, all right, final checks. Instead, it was like, I need to redo all this. Doc cover beautiful things. Yeah, for me, honestly, I was always a psycho, and I need to remember. In college, my PC was really small. It was cheap. For reference chat, it was a netbook, which I don't think they even sell anymore. It was 1.8 pounds, and it was a... I think it was like a 12-inch screen, maybe even smaller than that. It was small, but really portable. Great, best purchase. That lasted me 3 years of college, because I was broke and my family was broke. And it did everything I needed it to, but because when it got a little older, the power supply started getting a little wonky, I specifically set up Word and Excel and all that to autosave every minute, which is so overkill, but I literally was just like, I need this to save as much as possible, because just in case this thing dies on me randomly, I do not want to restart anything. Great decision, by the way. Jump. Can you just measure your willy? No, I measured my frickin' arm. Uh-oh, he didn't expect me to wave dash after getting bumped, idiot. Watch this. The tech, dude. Bonk. Wave dash. Boop. Not having time. Time to go back to work and I hate everything. Oh, Zactor, you're like me. Me working literally all throughout the day until 6 p.m. and then getting off my PC, eating something real quick, weeping over the sink, and then immediately going back into work. Did his teammate abandon? No, he didn't. I was just like, where is he? Oh, they're rule. Wait, they're not even rule 1. That guy just stopped playing for the love of the game. That's a really good low 50. I thought I still prevented that, but okay. I got a booty call earlier and I couldn't go. Booty. Is this a new development? Is that like some Tinder connection? And they're like, yo, here's my addy, slut. And you're just like, damn. You're just playing hard to get. What jersey are you wearing? This is the old OG Phase one, back from like 22, 23. AK the best jersey. Oh, that's a snipe. Also, that would 100% work on me. I mean, if your relationship is entirely a booty call with someone and they literally just say, get over here, and called you a skank or whatever, I don't think you'd be like, I'd be like, yeah. And I have a kidney I can borrow? Excuse me? What? I didn't realize you were in that deep with the loan sharks. Yep, see the doctor. Damn. What is going on in this game, dude? Dude, I'm so lost. I'm guessing Syphy is trying to like forfeit and his teammate doesn't want to. Nice little pogo. Tech lane musty into the pogo. That's kind of clean. That would have been cool if they actually challenged. Wait, Indiana just 3-2'd St. Edwards within CRL crawls. Oh, the open. Oh, damn. Didn't even see that. There's literally no way you died. Or killed me. Why did my teammate give up? Oh, hey, T-Bit. Probably. Oh, dude, I just scored. Hell yeah. Goal number 5. I'm assuming your teammate thought it was unwinnable. So I'm assuming he forfeited and you didn't. And I think that's really all it is. What's your opinion on the whole UE5 situation? The fact that they didn't announce it in Worlds is utter madness to me. I have no idea why they didn't do that. I don't know what else they would be waiting for necessarily. I've heard some other rumors I don't want to talk to you guys about. How would anyone think? Buddy, it doesn't matter. It's all in the eye of the beholder. Bro, people give up in 2-0. You have any idea how many times I've played a game and we've scored a kickoff goal, and then we do another kickoff, and then we bobble it a bit, and then after 25 seconds of gameplay, we're down by 2, and then I'm just like, nah, okay, well, we gotta lock in, and then my team just abandons. Like, it doesn't matter how winnable or unwinnable it is. They're just gonna decide whether or not they can actually do it. Nice, Dad. Sorry about that, T-Bit. Hopefully you have better games in the future. Really good demo by Havoc. Havoc is a good term. I should probably use that more when I'm casting. Oh, that's kind of hilarious. That guy was directly behind the ball. Didn't think that would matter. Hey, Catter. Oh my god, that was not even remotely close to the touch I was trying to get. Wow. Well, the rust never stops coming, chat. And the rust keeps coming in it. Don't stop coming. Back to the grind. 6-man server running. That works. Havoc probably gets touch, and it's unfortunate. Oh, he saves it. Nice. Yeah, I was saying, like, he lost that so hard. Hello, Finn. Yeah, this touch isn't even that bad one. The problem is he touches it and then it doesn't immediately follow it. That's something you want to, like, bounce, in my opinion. I think that's the only way to rescue that type of stuff is, like, if you hit it low, you just got to spike it into the ground as hard as possible to hope that the bounce kind of throws off the other team. Speaking of other team, that's like the art of twos, is when you're playing with a team you can tell is getting tilted, you got to be prepared for that exact situation where the other team is, like, waiting for one to touch it and the other one is just like, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, they're raging pretty hard. You cannot send any text chat in this. You can only do quick chat, so. Yeah, RL status announced that apparently that feature of actually physically typing a text chat is off for right now. Unsure why. Okay. Nice little touch. It's fine, good boost. Love to see it, Havoc. I like this teammate. Not gonna lie, I kind of left teammate alone to perish there. My bad. He wants that touchback. Yep. Yeah, just wanted to guide that one wide. I was like, I didn't expect him to get that double, but I also didn't expect his teammate to full charge into that. Dunk? Okay, that was the best I could do. I didn't want to dish that out. Doing a back pass in the back wall like that is usually a surefire way to screw your teammate over. I didn't get a reset on that. Wow, what a terrible setup, but still got it. Hold on, I gotta read you, Parker. We can probably beat him to this. I'm so sorry, I was so greedy, chat. Like, I get porting a game, but considering a whole new engine takes resources and time, but considering how interwoven the Fortnite thing is, I mean, that's what they're trying to do. I would bet hard. All right. I'm thoroughly surprised that fully porting it isn't seemingly a priority. I mean, I would guarantee that Fortnite is going to be, or Rocket League is going to be integrated into the Fortnite client when it does go over. Which is a shame, because that means it effectively kills Steam's access to the game. And it's 2 straight games. These guys are not having a good time. Man, it's crazy how little forfeiting is going on right now. Yeah, I think UE5 was probably... honestly, I think it was set to be announced, but now they're like freaking out about how the best way to do it in the future. And then maybe they were just like concerned about timing. Thing is, Worlds was the perfect time to do it. All eyes in your game. The season is ending, so you're not disrupting any competitive things. CRL wasn't even going to begin until 2 weeks later, which granted isn't great, but like in this calendar nowadays, you're never going to have a good time to release it anyway. So at least giving people 2 full weeks to like play on the engine and see how it feels, I think would not be sufficient. I think it would be still kind of screw people over, but it would be a standard glitch. You know what I mean? Like if you dropped a new thing, like a new engine, everyone has to start from square one. It's not like some people are gonna have an advantage or whatever, unless there's some crazy hardware nonsense bug. But anyway, I was just super surprised at the end of Worlds. They were just like, all right, guys, it's another season. Yeah, bye. And I was just like, because I had talked to like plenty of people that said like there was a very much like a plan to announce that shit at Worlds. And then all of a sudden, all the people who I was talking to said that, they kind of just threw their hands up. They're like, dude, I don't know what happened, but something happened. Got that same up and gave up immediately. Yeah. Very much 2s for you, Bit, I'm sorry. That dude is just rage killing 100%. Like, he's not actually focused on anything. So apologies to keep getting him. I literally stopped queuing 2s earlier because there's a guy I've literally never won with on my team. And I was kind of like, really, dude? Like, of all people to get multiple times in a row. Look, and the thing is about those guys who throw like that is that they never are on the other team. That's the thing that bothers me the most. It's like, it's always me with him, and then we lose because like he's not on the same page ever. And it's just very hard to like predict what he's trying to do because he's not actually thinking about what he's doing. He's just kind of driving. And I'm just like, dude, I wouldn't even mind playing with you if it was like evened out and I was able to play against you. Because that way it is able to like answer those questions like, whose fault is it really? If like, you know, because if I play against you, then at least then like if you beat me, it's like, oh, okay, well then I guess maybe I'm much more responsible for these losses than I thought. I think Seifi had that flip, so that's why I hesitated. Oh, Havoc, corner. Perfect. Ooh, I wanted to roll that near post and see if he'd fall for the fake inside. Oh, not. I didn't think he would extend that well. My bad. I shouldn't have cut like that. I'm gonna my SSL friend for 2 wins duo queue because that's idiotic. Okay. Kills Steam's connection, but without custom, net positive. That's kind of my thought. People are like, I'm not playing this game if I can't boot over your Steam, and I'm like, okay, well, you're a child if that's gonna prevent you from playing a game with a new engine. Like, listen, I love Steam, but there's literally no feature on here that is an absolute must-have. Like, yeah, Bacchus might be a thing, but I mean, it's not like Bacchus doesn't work with the Epic client, you know? Like, you'll still have a lot of that stuff. Maybe the integration will kill it. I don't know. Bacchus is gonna have to rework. It's not gonna be the same engine, so I get that. But at the same time, I trust Bacchus to figure it out. And even if they don't, yeah, the biggest thing that's a positive is that Rocket League is incredibly hard to make content on. But if you're able to make content based around custom maps and create all that stuff, not only is it a great revenue stream for streamers who create really interesting maps, But importantly, it's also going to be really freaking cool that anytime someone wants to make a video, they can just go into the creative engine and make it. It opens the game for more mini modes. More importantly, casuals have a reason to stay on the game even if they're not actively trying to grind the game. I think that's the biggest weakness of Rocket League, in my opinion, is that it's kind of a game marketed to the sweats. And as a sweat, I love that. But it's also like, that's my bad. I tried to flick that way harder. It's okay, Havoc. This game was not a clean. It's been a second. It has been, Mr. Waffle. Trying to get a much harder hit off that, and I misjudged that bounce. I think it's a net positive. People are, I don't know. I think people are thinking about an engine from a gameplay perspective rather than the user experience. Because I'm not gonna say, like, I want to be really harsh here, but I don't want to actually go that far. I see so many takes when there's like, I just don't know what going to an engine, what's that even gonna accomplish? Like, it's really gonna revitalize the game, and I'm like, I don't know if you're just like ignorant or if you genuinely just aren't thinking about what comes next. Because I think people are like, oh, a new engine, it's gonna play better and look different. I mean, yeah, ideally, but that's like not at all the important part. Like if Rocket League got a purely cosmetic update, imagine if Rocket League dropped an update that literally added nothing to the game except new textures. People would be pissed. They'd be like, yeah, it looks fine, but I don't want this. But like, they're not doing that. They're switching to an engine because right now, every time they do an update, it's super frickin' buggy because they literally cannot address all the different nonsense bugs that go down in this game. And so naturally, they want an update to the engine where it's all node based and they can just go, doo, 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 doo. Okay, that works, and we can see where it glitched and then we can see all that. Whereas now it's just spaghetti code, which is why updates break stuff all the time. But then beyond that, it allows for, if it's anything like Fortnite, which I'm assuming that's like the goal, is for it to port into the Fortnite, or at least like into like the kind of epic verse that they're trying to make, allows for the epic creation tool for UE5, and then allows custom maps to be coded in to the game, which is a huge net positive. That is what's going to keep people on the game. It's also going to give creators a reason to actually reinvest their time in Rocket League. And I feel like so many people online are just thinking, no, it's just going to make the game textures look different. And it's like, okay, well, that's such a short-sighted reason. Like, if you don't know what Fortnite's whole ecosystem is the same as Rocket League, and then it's a casual game, yes, in a way, but it's also meant to just be a very similar game every single time. Like, it's not reinventing the wheel. But what's kept it alive is that there's a bunch of crazy custom minigames and whatnot that people have made in the custom creator. And the fact that people don't see that is so funny to me. How old the engine is? I mean, yeah, I can see that. Get used for the 50 there. And these guys are not biting at all on anything. Sure. What's been new? My new job is rotting me from the inside out, but I just finished the project that was doing that, so hopefully that means I will be a lot more awake nowadays. All right, cool. That one was much easier. You're fat and you suck. All right, well, I mean, you're not wrong. 5 piece. Mango paletta? I've never heard of that. Wait, no shot. That man had 100 boost and he went to the corner. Oh, teammate. Oh, I missed anyway. Oh, he wasn't there. Doesn't frickin' matter. Doesn't matter, chat. Sad. Guys, don't worry. Those guys are just looking for attention. They're not actually being for real. They don't know I'm ripped 6'9" with an 8-pack. You're medium weight? Yeah, that's probably more accurate. But I've been losing weight like crazy lately, actually. Shout out anorexia. Okay, I'm kidding. But no, I've been losing weight. Oh, I'm sorry. I just didn't hear that guy's engine at all. I forget Rocket League is not like true surround sound sometimes when I'm streaming. I did not hear that guy driving up at all. So I'm like, oh, okay, he must be in the corner. I actually use engine sounds a lot when I play off stream and if I'm not listening to music or something, but I feel like on stream it's very hard to do that. Ah, couldn't get around that. Rigged. Caffeine and honestly, it's very funny like how much athletics fuels your hunger. Because like when I was young, just not hear a guy jump. I know that's the thing is like every once in a while I hear the doof and the like of the boost. So sometimes that's all I need to hear off screen. But sometimes like I genuinely don't hear it at all, and it's very like alarming when someone just kind of jumps in and you're like, whoa. But either way, growing up, I used to eat a bunch. I never counted calories, but I was working out probably 6 days a week for at least like 2-3 hours, like between practices and lifts and runs and stuff. So I think I was probably putting away like 4,000 calories a day. And I'm not a large dude. I was just eating like a balls ton of food. Actually, maybe not 4,000. I was probably eating like, I was easily putting away like probably 3K calories. And when I stopped playing soccer in college after I hurt my back, I realized I actually started eating way less, which makes sense. But I didn't realize how little I was eating until I started actually counting it out. And I would like calculate like, okay, how much did I eat today? This, about this, that, got a food scale. And then I was like, oh, I'm like under eating what I should be eating all day. I'm just eating really like satiating foods, which is why I don't notice it. Like I was eating like still like high protein stuff or like a lot of like foods with like a decent amount of like decent like fats in it for like sustained energy, I guess. And it was really satiating. But yeah, I was looking through and I'm like, honestly, like at my height weight to like maintain weight, I should probably be eating like 1,800 to 1,700 calories or whatever. But I was eating probably like 1,400 a day. So I was like, oh, that's why I'm losing weight, because I'm literally just not eating enough straight up. Working out between working out is gang shit. I mean, it's not necessarily that. But yeah, it was that was something that would definitely alarm me. That was like, oh, I need to like actually eat a good amount to like actually maintain weight. And now my body's gotten to the point where like I do kind of have to like eat a little bit more, but also like I'm trying to lose like another probably like 12 pounds to get back to where I'm like, well, where we should be. That's good. Ideally, we want to lose like 20 pounds. That would be back in my college weight. Well, with muscle, maybe not, but still. Yeah, definitely put on a decent number in the past couple of years. I don't feel large, and I don't think I am. I'm not like, oh god, I'm so fat. But I'm just kind of like, I think my life would just generally be better if I just was able to take off like about 10, 15 pounds. Wonder what I'd feel like, day to day. I don't really have problems with energy or like mobility or anything. I just, just kind of like you put on weight over time. Nice pass. I was averaging probably like 700 calories a day. Dude, that's disgusting. I don't even know how you function on that. Caffeine might shut down, was it leptin or whatever it's called? But yeah, I mean, I would still be starving, dude. I can't imagine eating 700 calories. I think bloating is just annoying. Well, I mean, yeah, but like you can reduce that sometimes by just hydrating more. A lot of people, I think, get bloated because they eat way too much sodium. That happens all the time with me where I'll wake up some days and I just feel really good and I think back to what I ate and I'm like, oh, I was eating low sodium, pretty clean food and drinking a bunch of water. And then on days where I'm really dehydrated and eating like, I don't know, some fast food or whatever, if I'm like really busy at work and I have to skip lunch, I just pick up something real quick. Skip lunch as in I usually make my lunch every day, but like because I work from home, but if I don't do that, then it's like, uh-oh. That's where it gets spooky. Nice shot. Damn, dude. Yeah, but yeah, I would get changed in the morning and look in the mirror and I'm just like, why is my stomach out a little bit? It's never been done that. I realized it's because, yeah, I was just super bloated from eating like 3,000 milligrams of sodium past day. That water retention go crazy, chat. I don't know why I thought that would be a shot that would at all bamboozle. Yeah, I trust my teammate to have that. All right, I heard that guy jump. That should be a read. Nice. All right, Joyce, we're playing with a different... Oh, no, we're not. We're playing with the same red tags. This guy seems very smurf. This guy is 100% a smurf. Yeah, I don't know who the heck this is, but Christ. This guy could barely hit the ball the other day, other game, and now he's doing this. Okay, buddy. But the belief you should eat 3 meals a day is made up. I mean, hold on. I need to reread it. Have you heard that some people believe that the belief you should eat 3 meals a day is made up? I mean, they're not... Wait, the belief is made up? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like the recommendation is not based on anything? Is that what you mean? Because in my mind, like, I don't eat 3 meals a day. I eat probably 2. I eat like I usually don't eat breakfast, or if I do, I eat like a very small one. I tend to be very nauseous. I think that's from grad school and college. I never ate breakfast. So after like, 10 plus years of doing that, I think I just kind of got to a point where I can't really eat breakfast right off the rip. I have to wait like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours before I can eat something. Because I used to do fasted cardio in college. So I would wake up and go for like a run or go to the gym and then shower, get ready for the day. And then after all that, after class, I would then get lunch at like 11 or 12. So I can understand the idea that, yeah, you don't have to. But I think it's also dependent on what you mean by have to. Like, you can eat 1 meal a day and be fine, as long as it's a sufficiently big meal. I think it's more about just getting your good caloric intake in. I would say if you're trying to lose weight or stay healthy, it's honestly a better idea to eat more often, like have like meals and then like snacks built in just to keep your hunger down. But other than that, wow, okay, that was the slowest recovery of all time. Were all 3 of us in the frickin' corner? What happened here? We were. Okay, well, that was cringy as hell. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't eat breakfast anymore. I eat a big lunch, and then did he abandon? Oh, hello. He DC'd. That explains a lot. They didn't go upfield. He just DC'd halfway through that counterattack. The worst possible time for that DC to happen. Sag. I was wondering, I'm like, how the heck does no one else back except that one dude? Question answered. Oh, man, if I'd scooped that a little bit better. They double committed. Bang, easy. No breakfast, small lunch, loaded up on dinner. Yeah, I'm a fan of like having like half my calories at lunch. I would say like 40% of my calories at lunch, 40% at dinner, and then before I go to bed, I get like a little snack. Just top myself over on hunger. Or I'll save myself a little treat. One cool thing I've discovered is that if I'm have a little late of a day and I want something sweet, a Klondike bar, weirdly enough, is only 250 calories. It's like just enough to have like a sweet treat without ruining your whole freaking day. There's also a sugar-free Klondike, but I don't want to buy that in the fear that it's going to have that weird Splenda taste, you know? You're going to bite into it and immediately be like, yep, understand why this is sugar-free. Because, like, ultimately, it's not a problem if you want to eat sugar, even if you're losing weight. It's just not overdoing it, obviously. Also, fun fact, if you take a walk for, like, after, like, 10 minutes after eating, you'll burn off a lot of the blood sugar in a meal. Not all of it, obviously, but, like, a lot of it. So... definitely a cool thing to, if you're eating meals, you're still trying to be weight conscious, but you're eating sugary stuff, or just really any food. Some of the sugar-free stuff. I mean, there's honestly a lot of sugar-free stuff that I don't mind eating. It's pretty good, but yeah, some stuff is just like, I'm eating this because I need something sweet, and this is just like punishment. Like, you guys ever remember Diet Dr. Pepper? They can make a good diet version of any soda. Diet Dr. Pepper is legitimately one of the worst sodas I've ever tasted in my entire life. It's crazy. Oh. Block. Oh, I was trying to just telekinesis that ball into my car. Man, it's been a while since I've lost with Wake. It kind of feels sad that we're like actually struggling against these randoms. Oh, no, mine's Reed. This is a pretty good guy. Yeah, unfortunately, Red was man marking that pass back. Sag. Oh, they're in a full party. Never mind. I don't feel as bad. These guys are sweating it. Not that high of an MMR based on how much we've been struggling today. I don't know what's going on here. Nice. Okay, that's weird. What do you think of the coconut Dr. Pepper? Excuse me, what did you just say to me? There's a coconut? Honestly, I love coconut, so... Okay, well... So I remember my buddy Shu, he was obsessing because it was a blackberry Dr. Pepper, and he couldn't find it. So I went to the store with my then girlfriend just to take a photo of the Dr. Pepper and send it to him with like my middle finger. Just be like at him and be like, yo, can't relate to you not having this. And he's just like, yo, that's so messed up. But I bought it and then I realized I don't actually like sugary soda anymore. Oh, what a shot, Wake. God, you're so sexy. And so I tried it and I was like, not for me. But now I'm kind of wondering, like, that coconut would probably be fine, but I said this before on stream, but like, do you guys know those like sodas that are like 7 ounces? The ones that basically are the size of your fist rather than like the 12-ounce normal sodas? I used to think those were so stupid. It was kind of like Capri Suns of sodas, you know? You like take like 3 sips and you're done. And I'm like, who would ever want that? As a grown-up who now doesn't drink soda, that is like the exact amount of sugary soda I can handle in one sitting. That changes when it comes to like Mexican Coke. I think it's corn syrup. I genuinely can't drink that shit anymore. It tastes like actual slop. Texture-wise, not flavor-wise. Flavor-wise, it's good, but like it's just a little... does not go down well. I love that idea, Yosh. It's a creamy coconut flavor? That sounds kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. I do love coconut. That's crazy! That's crazy! How did we know? Oh, that's what did that. I did quit caffeine and been out for 10 days on a caffeine headache. And take some aspirin, dude. You don't have to just suffer to get through those. You can still take a, like, inflammation reducer. Take some ibuprofen. Oh, no. Also, you don't have to quit caffeine. Like, I agree that some people should tone down caffeine from time to time. I think it is problematic to have caffeine every single day. My biggest thing is people who are like frickin' taking their caffeine like they're crack addicts and they're just like I honestly get genuinely very concerned when people are coming into my chat and we're talking about caffeine and they're just like, oh, well, you know, I drink a lot of caffeine. I think I drink like 600 milligrams a day. And I'm like,
how's
Tucker,
it going on this fine night?
It's going pretty well. Thank you so much for the $4.99. Ayo. Appreciate you, friend. It's going all right. We're trying to get back into streaming. I've been taking a lot of days off, which I apologize for. I am still at my job, obviously, but I've just been so freaking slammed with work. Like, it is, I do technically have like a salary, but like if you count it based on 40 hours a week, I've been clocking way more than that lately. It's gross. 200 drinks, 600 easy. Well, that's the thing, is that not all energy. The reason why I accepted juvee, exclamation point juvee, by the way, as my energy drink, as like someone I wanted to partner with, and they partner with me, is because it's an energy drink that only has like 120 milligrams of caffeine, which is like the exact amount that I want. Anything more than that, I feel like that's way too much. Like, I remember I used to drink Rockstar, and I used to drink Rockstar Recovery, which is 160, which even thinking back is not really what I want. And eventually I started kind of experimenting with like other ones. And the ones that kind of made me feel the best later were Red Bulls, which are 80, I think, in their larger ones. And then juvee, which I got because I was doing the Luminosity Creator Challenge, and I made it to a certain round where they gave us free juvee. And then after that, I just kind of hit them up. I'm like, yo, I'd love to be a partner, because I freaking love your drink and I drink it all the time. And they're like, all right, well, here you go. But yeah, when these kids are drinking, like, oh yeah, I drink 3 frickin' Ghost energy drinks, and I'm like, dude, Ghost has so much frickin' calories. The Rockstar regular ones are 300 mil per can. I don't know if they reduced it. Oh, you guys suck again. Interesting. It's like every other game, these guys change spots. How did you hit a musty reset off an air dribble earlier, and now you're missing like gimmies? Like, I don't get it, dude. Anyway, yeah, 300 is way too much. And so when people are like, I'm drinking multiple of that, I'm like, buddy, you're gonna have a heart attack at 26. Like, what are we doing here? That's so much. Also, I refuse to believe that these people aren't like, just have ADHD. And so therefore caffeine just doesn't do it for them because their brain already like, just needs a stimulant just to like readjust, you know? Or like 50, 60 hour weeks. Yeah, I think my tolerance has gone like way, maybe not tolerance, I would say sensitivity. I definitely can get by with way fewer milligrams than I used to in grad school. Grad school, I felt like I definitely need that 160. Holy shite, dude, this isn't even close. Like, that wasn't a good touch by me, but still, the fact that every single shot is just going directly in. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Doing for work. I work in sales at a physical network security company. I'm an account exec, which has been going really well. I really enjoy that job. It's just this one project we took on. I think we kind of both, me and my boss, we both understood it was a large project, but there was just a lot of caveats and weird stuff that popped up that slowly just turned into a nightmare. Particularly for me, I'm gonna take 90% of the blame on that. The only reason I don't reserve it is because there was periods where like we'd go over something in a document together, you know, and then we'd decide, okay, these are the thresholds, this is what we're doing, blah blah blah, and then we'd revisit it like a week later, and he'd be like, wait, why is it here? And I'm like, oh, because that's what we said last time. And he was like, oh no, redo all that. I want to do it this way. And I'm just like, and it's not a huge deal, but it's just one of those things where like I was never really sure when we were locked, so it created this like kind of awkward in between. Wow, I just got really hungry all of a sudden. All right, chat. Well, my stomach just started eating itself. It is like empty. Oh, I guess that makes sense. My lunch was at 2. Well, I guess we'll see how much longer we're gonna stream. Talking about waffle work in sales? Yeah. Yeah, we're still closing on our first sale. We've gotten super close, but then some shenanigans have locked in. Granted, I'm also like still a junior AE, so like a lot of my coworkers are like, yeah, we didn't make our first sale until like 6-7 months into the job because it's just so grindy, and I'm also working in new territory, so they're giving me a lot of leeway. The mentorship's been really cool though, so I'm on my way. I have a meeting set up actually Friday that might be, fingers crossed, something I could close out on. That'd be pretty lit. Or like my least favorite is I'll get someone on the hook and they're like super interested in this specific product or solution I'm giving them. And then I sketch it all together, I give them a scope and they're down, and then they check with their upper management, and their upper management is like, no, and then they kill it, and I'm just like, dude. And so I'm trying to be like, politely, like, can I get them in a call? Can we invite them to the next meeting? Can we blah, blah, blah? And they're like, yeah, sorry, no, they're just not interested. Thought they would, they approved the budget lately, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, there's all these times where I'm almost getting something together. Also, I submitted a bid the other day that I thought was pretty sick, and then it turned out I lost it by literally like $300. It was for like $40,000, $50,000 project, and lowest price won. So I was like, damn. That's from a company I've literally never heard of. I even Googled them. Google was like, who? So yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just call the upper management to begin with. So when you're making sales in certain regions, there's like decision makers, which are the people who are the ones who are approving budget and who are the ones who are actually grabbing stuff. The problem is, by design, they're not easy to reach because they don't check their emails often because they get a trillion emails. So unless they're expecting your email, you don't really get a response. Or if you call them, it doesn't go to them. It goes to like the reception or the secretary or something. So yeah, ideally, if like I was calling a school district, I'd want to speak to the superintendent. But if you call the superintendent, you're not calling the superintendent, you're calling the office of the superintendent. And their whole job is to be a bouncer. So if you're cold calling, they're gonna be like, what? No, screw that guy, and then leave you in a ditch and never answer that. Waffle, thank you for the $1.99, appreciate you.
GN Taco. Nice to chat and be back in stream.
Yeah, nice to see you, Waffle. See you in future ones. And so if you call lower level people, they might also be able to like talk with you a bit more. Especially in my field, it's actually very advantageous to talk to lower level people and get a sense of like what their system is like. So like, hey, what do you currently use for, you know, cameras and your video management, like recording all your security footage? What do you use for access control? And like, man, what system do you use? Oh, you're dealing with that? How's your blah, blah, blah? And then, you know, the more rapport you build those lower level people, the more willing they're going to be to open up to you and tell you all that stuff, people to contact instead of them if they're not the correct person. And sometimes they'll just complain. They'll be like, oh, God, the system sucks because da-da-da-da. And then that's like, you know, information you can use to frame, oh, well, what if you switch to this? Can I get you a demo for blah, blah, blah? And, you know, all that jolly good nonsense. So yeah, ideally, yeah, you could just call upper management, talk to the decision makers immediately, but they're by design very hard to reach. So if you do get to connect with them, run with it. But most of the time, especially if you're calling a new contact, you're probably gonna have to go through like this. You don't go to C-suite, you go to like the directors and managers first. And then hopefully then they connect with you, upper management, because they have like an inside pipeline that you don't. Like I was trying to sell this certain community college, a certain solution that they needed, because they had some like rash of break-ins or something, and they kept complaining about not having one specific thing, and I was like, oh, we have a product for that. And so I tried to call them, but the head of residence life for the college had no contact information. Like they didn't give you the email or the number. And I'm like, that feels like a waste of an employee if no one can contact them publicly. Like I get that you're the director and you don't want to like be constantly bothered, but I'm like, there's literally no contact information for you anywhere. And I was like scouring Google. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to go through like some underlings. And then when I asked to speak to the guy, they were like, and I'm like, is this guy just like telling all his employees at gunpoint? Like if you ever transfer a call over to my, you know, work line, or if you ever give me any email to forward, or like I will murder you. I'm just like, why is everyone so scared to transfer me to this guy or set up a time where I can call him? I know, Chet, I'm so hungry that I actively am crashing out right now. My stomach is like inverting. I don't know if I can ignore that, and I have no snacks, so I'm gonna have to go actually make food, which unfortunately means the stream is over, but it's fine because my stream is dead, but I'm back in the rhythm now. Uploading a short tonight. It will be live tomorrow. We're gonna get back and actually be a good creator, and then until then, I'll see you.